them to freaking prove it or shut the fork up. Don't worry, loony lefties, I'll wait.
Someone needs to get Grandma a snack and turn off the MSNBC.
Hello, why are we, there we go. How is everybody doing? It is a very exciting week. We have learned a lot of things this week. First off, that ABC will pick an abusive woman to be their Bachelorette. We've learned that Democrats are so tone deaf that they go over to Cuba to convince them that Donald Trump is worse than their situation. It has been a week.
When you think it can't get crazier, they find a way.
They find a way. Yes. Like I just can't. And then, you know, we got torn to bits yesterday because Donald Trump's statement, they couldn't deal with the fact that he was not amused. He was like, good riddance.
He wasn't just heartbroken.
Yes. And I'm like, you people, we have dealt with you enough. I don't celebrate when people leave the planet, but at this point, like, what do you want me to do?
Right. I'm not going to cry for somebody I...
Exactly.
You know?
No. So how have you been this week, Meg?
Good. I'm so excited though for this
So
episode.
excited.
How have you been?
Pretty good. Pretty good. It has been wonderful. The sun is back out in Florida, so it's been, I got like nice and tan.
I can see. I can tell.
And everybody in the comments, thank you for joining us this week. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. We do have super chats and rumble rants if you feel the need. We love you all for doing so. And let's get started. We have a very special guest this week. I'm going to play a video and then we'll go ahead and do some introductions. Let me get down to it.
Hold on to your butt cheeks, people.
Hold on to the butt cheeks. Here we go.
Patel is under fire over his celebration of Team USA's win. By who? The liberals? Pfft, those vampires are busy celebrating pedophiles, murderers, and drug dealers. Can we celebrate the United States for 2 seconds?
Okay, now let me get down to here. Sorry, took me a second. Welcome in, Captain Obvious. How are you doing?
What's going on, ladies? Thank you so much for having me on. What's up, Patriots? Everybody got their coffee? Everybody locked in?
You got coffee at this time of night? What time is it there?
Currently sitting at 7:30 p.m. I've been locked in since the morning.
I got my Coke Zero. I probably am going to be up all night too. It's fine.
I'm the child here. I have chocolate.
I don't think I can join this thing without coffee. I just kind of get it regular with y'all.
Meg has all the energy.
Yeah. I'm so excited for this one.
So tell us about you. Tell us things you would like people to know in the comments, like where to find you and what your mission is on the internet.
Well, the mission is simple. I'm just here to point out the obvious. That's the only thing that I've ever wanted to do with anybody. I mean, it's kind of a complicated thing, but basically it's a simple message. The country, our country right now, is under a veil of ignorance. We're absolutely cancerous with this stuff, and the fact of the matter is, I got to a point to where, as a father and a husband, I started to just become frustrated every single day, going outside, going online, and just listening to idiocy every single day. Just misinformation, nonsense, garbage.
Yeah.
Couldn't take it. And it just breaks down to the point where, morally speaking, you're either going to do something about it or you're not. And the first thing that you have to do is use your voice to do that. So if you can't go out and make changes every day, you can at least use your voice to try and elicit some form of change.
I love that. I love that. That's exactly why I started doing this too. Because I was like, you know what? I have these opinions and everything has gone to absolute shit. If I'm not going to at least use my voice, then what am I doing?
Yeah.
Well, it all started really simple. I mean, the reason I got into this was because my wife was on social media. She was on TikTok, and trying to be a good husband. I just decided to join. I fought it for a little bit, but I decided to join. And I spent the first couple of months just kind of watching videos or whatever.
Yeah.
And I honestly don't remember how I got into the political. I mean, it was Trump, coming back up. I mean,
Yeah.
that was really it. It was Trump coming back up for election. And I felt like it was the only place where, as a 40-plus-year-old man, I even had a say. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna come on and talk about current events or Hollywood. Who gives a shit about these people? Like, and I started to realize that, like, the more that I talked about it, the more it forced me to educate myself. The more I educated myself, the more I understood just how absolutely dire the situation is.
Yeah.
And it became this snowball where I would wake up and just feel like I can't be okay if I don't talk about this.
Yeah, I think what really did it for me, because I was on social media before I became political, but then Trump getting shot on national TV really just, I was like, I can't be silent anymore, and I switched everything and got bullied relentlessly for till today.
That'll happen.
Well, we were, I remember the day that happened too. I remember everything about it.
Yeah.
And we were in the game for a long time before that.
Yeah.
But that's when everything changed. Honestly, that's when everything changed.
Yeah, I'll never forget
that was it. Fool me once, fool me twice. Like, the first strike for me was Trump getting shot. The second one was Charlie.
Oh,
yeah.
I was done after that. I'm done. I will take this to my grave at this point. There is nothing that anybody can do. I will do this till my last breath because of him.
Yeah.
And what I love about Cap is you don't ever have to guess. There's no reading between the lines.
Yeah.
He is going to give it to you, and he does it in such a way that is captivating, entertaining, but also makes you think, makes both sides think.
And you're the kind of person
point.
that I can message and be like, is this stupid? And you're going to be like, yes, take that down.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
It kind of came about in a very organic way. I did not wake up one day and decide to be Captain Obvious. It was a very organic process, because I started to understand that when you speak your voice online, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a damn. And that's the truth of it. Nobody gives a shit who you are. They don't care what you have to say. You have to find a way to impact people from their side. You have to find a way to get people to look and to listen, but you can't tell people what to do. So I had to develop a way of speaking to people over a couple of years that became not so much listen to my opinion, but look at this.
Yeah.
Look, here it is.
That's really that's really one of the biggest challenges, I think, doing social media, is we have to find a way to get people to actually listen, because we were talking before, people will watch 20 seconds of your video and have an opinion when you haven't even gotten to the real point. And that is such a challenge, getting people to be like, listen to all the information before you make any.
A lot of what my videos are too. Like, that's kind of a lot where there's really like a tongue-in-cheek thing for me, because my comment sections are the best. And it's simply because it's exactly what you say. Somebody will look at what I'm doing on the screen, and then they'll go to the comment section and they'll just judge.
Yep.
As hard as they can.
Full chest, yeah.
And I'll be like, do you even watch the damn thing?
No.
It's only 20 seconds long.
What I like to do every once in a while is I'll post a video and I will say something that is absolutely ridiculous in the first 5 seconds. It is not the point of the video, just so I can see how many people actually don't watch the video.
Correct. And that's one thing that I think a lot of people need to understand, at least from this content creator. I've spent a good couple of years now, like, experimenting with the public. They're pretty much dumb. Just collectively dumb, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's ignorance.
It is, and I feel like
information.
Certain platforms, every platform has its own vibe. Like Facebook, a lot of them will comment things and I'm like, how did you not, you don't know this already? Like, what are you talking about? Or they'll comment some sort of misinformation and then I get the opportunity to be like, no, look here. Instagram, I feel like they're just like savage a lot of the times. And X, they're like, you're a moron.
TikTok is just a liberal hellhole.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That is an absolute communist hellhole.
I have pretty much stopped looking. I will look at the first 5 comments and then be like,
and it's crazy. It is so crazy. I have kicked myself in the ass because I struggled for so long on TikTok. She has too. Megan's been there, like struggling. I came to freaking Facebook in 4 months. freaking damn near half.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
so
that's when
proud
I
of
went to
you.
Whatever.
Instagram and it was like June to December, I got over 100,000 followers, and on TikTok I had been stuck for like 8 months at the same number, and I was like, I must suck, and then I realized TikTok sucks.
And the crazy part about it is, like, at least for me, and I'm only speaking from my point of view as a content creator, from my perspective, because everybody makes content differently. But
Yeah.
I understood the rules of TikTok, just like I understand the content creator guidelines on Facebook. And I didn't break those things. Neither did every other content creator, including Megan, who's had account after account banned. And you reach out to them, they ignore you, they ban your stuff, they give you strikes, they deny your appeals. It puts you in a psychological state of mind that makes you want to quit, and people
Yes.
most likely do.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the liberals are allowed to say and do the most depraved, god-awful, Luciferian bullshit you've ever seen. Meanwhile, on top of that, lies and misinformation, and
They get to
it's
say
all
whatever.
good.
It is absolutely
3
asinine.
million followers.
Yep.
You know,
And they'll be like screaming, telling their followers to go out and make the little nail. Did you see the video that the liberal dude was telling them how to make the Jax looking nail thing to throw in front of cars? TikTok's
I have
pushing
seen
that out.
every sort of depravity on TikTok, including
Somebody-
nudity, including sexual.
Oh
acts.
yeah, and and girls that appear underage, and it's totally fine.
And
Somebody
I've got screenshots on my computer. They're buried in here somewhere of me literally being like, "Hey man, there's literally child nudity," and they're
Yeah.
like, "Nah, bro, no violation."
Yeah. There's a
But
video
literally
of
call
a
a liberal
dude dancing.
stupid.
or you use a clown emoji.
Literally call somebody stupid. You're fucking stupid.
Yeah, I used a clown emoji and almost got banned like within it was like the first 4 months of me being political, and I was like, it was a clown emoji. Like,
And
what?
you're sitting there as a content creator, you're trying to follow the rules and you're trying to do what they want you to do, and you're being punished while they're allowed to literally manipulate the youth of America.
Yeah.
You know?
It's absolutely
I mean,
insane.
it was fighting with TikTok, honestly, that really kind of put the fire in my ass.
Same.
And I started to
Honestly, it
realize-
completely
I
changed
started to
me.
understand there's something to this. Why are conservatives being silent? Why? It makes no sense at all. There's not been a conservative I've ever seen that has been preaching any sort of hate, rhetoric, or anything.
No.
Show me one.
I've never seen one.
The only time I see that is when it
that's
turns
including
out they're not
Trump.
really a Republican. It's somebody that's like posing as a Republican. And then that video still gets pushed out because, I guess it's totally fine if you've made the liberal content and then pretend to be a Republican and threaten people.
People need to understand what is going on. Your country is slowly being pushed into Marxist communism.
Yep.
Yep.
That's it. It is a slow process that will end up with you sit at your house and you watch state-sponsored TV and they tell you what to feel and they tell you how to vote. Guess who you are now? Freaking North Korea.
Yep.
Yeah, because
That's where we're headed.
that's what some of my videos that we're going to react to is that they are literally telling us that they want Marxism, socialism. They are over in Cuba doing humanitarian efforts, trying to suggest to these people that are suffering that Donald Trump is worse than what they're dealing with.
It's the audacity.
If you put it into the context of, it's real easy to understand the liberals. You are dealing with a society of educated idiots.
Educated idiots.
People that go to Ivy League schools that have pieces of paper that say that they're fucking smart, and they're now grouped up, and it's just a group full of willful idiots.
They're really good at memorizing. They're not good at
all
learning.
this stuff, but nothing ever goes anywhere. Nothing ever happens.
Oh, goodness. So let's go for the first video before we get ourselves to... Because I could just talk about this all day.
Oh, yeah. Same.
So if I can get my shit together here, I'm going to go ahead and add. Okay.
I am helping to leave a gift and vision of humanidad. This is the mural for humanity, and it's going to have little boats with notes in it of love, and it will, the words will go across all the way to the bird on the other side. There'll be fishes and sea life here, and it's from a poem with artists from all over the United States.
Okay, so that was 3 liberals from Code Pink painting a mural to try to raise the spirits of people in Cuba.
They are.
Meanwhile, at 5 p.m., nobody's gonna see it because they ain't got no fucking power.
Exactly. Like, they are staying in 5-star hotels, and then Hasan tried to say the reason he had to stay there is because that's the way it is. The United States makes you stay at resorts when that's quite the opposite. You are told you can't stay at any state-owned hotels or businesses, anything that's going to benefit the government. And he's trying to say the U.S. made him stay there. No, you took a first-class flight to a struggling country without power, and now you guys are painting them a mural.
And they're going to go stay in a really nice hotel right down the road. And the locals there are going to look at that mural until the sun goes down, and they're going to be like, all right, well, that's awesome. Try not to get raped and murdered tonight while we sleep.
Yes. And their kids are starving. They're going to be like, oh, the mural will cheer you up.
Look at that. You can go lick the paint. That, you're hungry.
Those people could have literally taken the money that they probably spent to get there and fed a lot of people in Cuba.
Yes, exactly. It's so tone deaf. It's absolutely insane. They could have, yeah.
They're recording themselves doing all of this on top of,
It's a mural for humanity.
This is for them.
Why is there a fucking whale in it then?
Right?
That sounds like a mural for the ocean.
How they're not having things thrown at them is amazing to me.
So there was this article that Right Angle News put out. It's now been revealed the Cuban regime was forced to deploy armed security to protect the 5-star hotel where champagne socialists like Hasan were staying, fearing locals may attempt to storm it to protest in protest of the country's electricity being diverted to the hotel.
Yeah, because you just fucking showed up and painted them a picture. They're like, okay.
And they have power at the hotel, and all the people around do not.
Yeah, of course they're gonna want to storm into your hotel and take your shit. What the fuck are you
and
doing?
They're
literally came out here to make content in their country.
At their expense. It's absolutely insane.
Did anybody pass out any sandwiches? Water? No.
No.
They didn't even bring paper towels.
Yeah, their humanitarian efforts is to try to make them happy. Like what? Make them full. Put food in their belly.
And the crazy part is the public doesn't see how this works. One of them goes down there. They end up doing this shit. The people down there are how would you feel? I went through Hurricane Ivan. I know what it's like to be without power for like weeks. That shit sucks. You have somebody down there that's going to lose their mind and kill one of these people. And now all of a sudden, the humanitarian aid for the liberal that got their life ended by some crazy Cuban.
Oh, and I kept seeing videos of them, like, they wanted to stress that it was, like, 75 degrees and perfect. It's perfect out. It's 75 degrees.
Perfect in Cuba.
So the people aren't really suffering with the not having power, the newborn babies or the people in the hospitals that need power. It's only 75 degrees out. Like, what?
I can't. There's a breeze. They'll be all right.
They just open some windows.
But the obvious problem is you have a country that does not inform the public. Our media should be spending time informing the public that Cuba relies heavily on oil for its electricity because it has a very old power grid. It's worn out. It needs oil. Most of that oil used to come from Venezuela. That has ceased to happen. Now you are in a country with a failing power grid. You have rolling blackouts that happen over 12-hour periods that can be anywhere, including hospitals, including daycares, including residential areas. And the U.S. has imposed oil sanctions. So there's legitimately no way for this to happen unless we go in and change regimes.
Yeah.
That's where the politics comes in, is that the people don't understand why these moves are being made by the administration. They're trying to help.
Yes. And the people there want Donald Trump to help. Can you imagine them desperately seeing all these other countries that, have been liberated and how things are going? And then our American citizens are showing up telling them that they should not want that they should just keep living that way. Donald Trump can't help them. Like, what? Oh, Star Spangled Kyle says...
This is an old country. Their entire
Yeah.
country runs on oil. And it's a chain reacted system. You had incidents sometime last year and even this year where, because they had power loss in one station, it was a chain reaction across the whole country. You literally have the whole country sometimes that could be in darkness.
Yeah, it's
Imagine
messed up.
going into your neighborhoods in Chicago in the middle of the dark. What could happen there?
Terrified.
And we just turn a blind eye to all of these humanitarian problems because of one little thing that the politicians want you to look at. That's where the ignorance comes in.
Yeah. Star Spangled Kyle says people on ventilators died because power was diverted from hospitals to their commie welcome party. Yeah, they had a DJ
Correct.
that was playing and people literally died. They're saying they're there to help these people, yet they are taking power away from premature babies and people that need a machine to stay alive.
Oh, but
And you
there's
have
a
liberals
humanitarian.
that'll step in and they'll make snarky comments like, well, that doesn't even happen. You have no clue what you're talking about.
They have no clue.
You
They
have
should
no
all have to
clue.
go live there.
You have
Yeah.
no clue. And it all it takes is a little bit of simple understanding and a little bit of personal research, and you understand why these things happen. You cannot push power through Cuba's power grid the way that it is. You simply can't. The wires are old. The foundations are old. The main grids are failing.
Yeah.
So if you plug something that's brand new in that sucks power, it's going to take power from other people because they're literally running diesel engines and oil engines to turn their shit on.
It's
And
always
these guys
America's
that come
fault.
into their country, they take
Always.
their power so they can make their little content, paint their little mural, and people die in the process.
And they think that they're actually doing something to help. Like that is what completely they're so tone deaf. It's absolutely insane. I had another, what was this one? Oh, I need to take this down first. I'm talking to myself. Sorry.
I'm like, huh?
So, Hasan actually wore a $690 button-down shirt, and that alone could feed a family in Cuba for about a year. I think it's probably maybe a couple months, but
Oh, yeah.
maybe I'm wrong. How freaking insane is that?
And how
That-
would you feel if you were in a country and you were starving and you had to look at your babies and know that they were going to be in the dark soon, and some jackass walks up to you with a camera and a $600 shirt on?
Oh, I would be like, what? Why are you here?
And now they're attacking our hotel. Yeah, because you're a jackass.
You think?
So
Like,
think about all the food too that is being brought to that hotel for them to eat, and these people have food shortages. Like it's so effed up.
Oh, you know they're eating fancy.
Guarding the Grid asks if you can turn your volume down.
Yeah, I turned it down.
Okay, I didn't know if you could see it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was kind of hearing it, but I couldn't tell for sure if everybody else could, because sometimes it's just a me problem.
I texted you.
So we also have people in our own country that are celebrating criminals, and this is absolutely insane. I wanted to show you guys, and then I want you guys to react. I don't know if you've seen this video yet, but they love making murals, apparently. So let's see what LA is looking like right now.
A lot of ice murals across Los Angeles, but this might be the craziest one. It's basically a giant comic book page on the side of a downtown building with Marvel superheroes fighting against ice. And it gets intense. Wolverine making heads fly. Dr. Doom collecting ice skulls. Hulk smashing patrol cars. Plus Spider-Man, Psylocke, Jubilee, Storm.
Jubilee.
In the background, it's just as chaotic. Protesters in the streets. Signs everywhere. And the longer you look at this mural, the crazier it gets. Only in LA could such an epic battle play out on a random downtown wall. And this is just part one of our ice mural tour across Los Angeles. Follow for more.
No thanks, we will not be following.
No. What?
What do you guys think?
I'm just pointing out the obvious here, but when do you have time to paint murals? Don't you have a job?
Right.
No. And they live in LA, which is so expensive. And LA is so ridiculously expensive. California is expensive. They're out somehow painting murals.
It is redonkulous to me that they have Avengers fighting ice agents. Like, how messed up? How messed up is that? Like, you're teaching children that ICE agents are basically the devil.
Yeah.
When in reality,
Well, okay, so to be fair, the Black Panther Party did the same thing in the 60s. Black Panther Party made comic books and propaganda, passed them around to all the black kids in the neighborhoods. It's a thing. This is politicized violence. But it's politicized. It's politics. It's literally a manipulation of society.
it just blows my mind. I'm still Dr. Doom. I'm like, oh.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
They don't make sense, but okay.
I can't.
You know, they call us crazy cultists, but we're not going around painting weird ass murals.
I'm happy with my cult. I'm comfortable.
I love my cult. Yeah.
I love
my
the
cult.
fact
I'm
that they
good.
say we're a cult, and then our own side gets mad at us if we. Am I echoing?
Yeah, I hear echo.
You guys talk. I'll be right there.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk. I just think the ridiculousness of it, but they are being completely serious. It's funny, but it's not.
I'm gonna pause myself for a minute.
Is it me now too?
I think
feel
it's
like I'm
everybody.
echoing.
Oh yeah, no, they do get paid for that. Like, don't get it twisted. They're not there getting for free.
Oh, they're not
They
just
get
doing
paid to
this.
do that shit.
Okay, am I
wonder
still
who
echoing?
pays them.
Nope, I still am.
Dang it!
I had headphones on. I'll try to put them on again.
Did you have them on when we started?
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my family hates DJT. I'm like the
Okay.
oddball family. I love you, Kara. It's his computer, they said.
Like I said, I'll try to turn on my headphones.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and play a video so people can see that while we figure our lives out.
It's like me.
Doop de doop de doop.
What do you do for work?
Hold on to your butt cheek.
Everything?
House cleaning, babysitting, and everything.
Can you house clean for me?
Yeah, everything for cheap.
Just come by at 10.
Yeah.
Well, so mental illness, is that what we're gonna go ahead and assume that is?
And halitosis for sure.
Halitosis.
See those teeth?
He came back. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let me figure this out. Can you add him to the stage?
Yeah, one second. Where'd you go, Cap?
Sorry, I don't know why that happened.
Oh, there he is. Okay, wait. Remove that one. Oh crap! Add to stage. I did it.
You did it. Yay.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Does that sound better?
Yeah. The headphones actually connected this time. It gave me the option this time for Bluetooth headset. It didn't give me that last time.
Sounds
Okay,
so-
cool. That's perfect. Okay.
I
Anyways,
was wondering why. I'm like, why won't it let me connect to my headset? That's weird.
yeah, that's really weird.
It
Sorry
was
about that, guys.
Oh,
Did
you're
you see the
totally
video?
fine.
Did you
Do-
see the video?
It's actually
we just
perfect
played?
on my end now too.
So we played a video of a man that says he was babysitting. Did you see it? Because I just removed
I
it.
did not. But that's
Okay,
fine.
well,
Okay.
a man dressed like a woman says that
That's all
that
you gotta
thing,
say.
yes, is babysitting children. And I'm like,
Mm,
who is allowing this near their kids?
yeah. It was the
So-
way he went. At the end.
There are some people that should not be allowed to have children, and that's where we should end that.
Yes, yes,
Some people should
exactly.
not-
I am all for a council that decides who gets to have kids.
Yes, wouldn't that? I
Let's
mean,
do
there
that.
are so many that shouldn't have children. It's absolutely insane.
Like, and I think that everybody can agree, right? Like, there's some people you look at and you're like, nah, dog,
No.
No,
no.
so my comments have disappeared. So you're gonna have to be in charge of that, Meg.
Okay, I'm on it.
But yeah, where our society has gone, where these people are actually out in LA, instead of working or doing anything productive, they're just spreading propaganda. And that has become their whole life. Like, if you try to have a discussion online about anything political, or even anything not political, that's a better example. I'm talking about, I post a video about a city or, a celebrity. Like, how many of those comments do they just chime in, blah, 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 Trump? Like, it's absolutely insane. They have made their whole entire world anti-Trump.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is just bots.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, it's a verified fact that a lot of the internet traffic is just bots.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Sad.
It's really, I mean, you can kind of tell. I mean, if you get into a conversation with them or you ask questions or it's more than just a couple words, you could typically tell if it's just like a non-human, because they'll just kind of say the most random same crap that everybody else says. But yeah, it's not real. I mean, that's what people need to understand. People are so sure of their opinion in a world full of lies.
Yeah, they sure are. Oh, you
everybody's so sure about everything.
I can't help it. It's like I had a great supper with my kids, and then they'd be like, yeah, well, Trump likes kids.
Yes,
100%.
it's insane. I'm like, dude, you guys are like nuts.
You guys remember the video that I posted like on TikTok where that was the video. It was literally like a comedy skit where I just said the word Trump, and then I played a liberal and just lost my shit. That's exactly how they are. You can just say the word Trump around these people, and they're like,
yeah, just put this hat on, and oh my lord.
Yeah, they lose their effing minds. Anytime this sounds terrible, but anytime I really want engagement on a video and I'm like in a mood, I will put on a Trump hat, a red Trump hat, and immediately it's like they're foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, like 90%.
Thanks for the engagement, losers.
Yeah. Thanks for putting money in my pocket, assholes.
Sometimes I feel bad because they can't help it, and you're like, I just don't want to deal with it. But sometimes, yeah, man, all you gotta do is just say Trump, and then it's like 10,000 views later. It's like, thanks.
Thanks, guys, for your raging TDS. It gets me that there's so many bots on the internet, yet there are real people too. Like you have, and I'm like, the real ones, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
All right, since you brought it up, there is an actual person running for Congress. That I called out just yesterday. And I'm going to call him out because I don't give a damn. His name is, where is he at? I want to call him out right now.
Is it the guy from Florida?
Yes.
Mark
Davis.
Yep. Let's call him out.
Mark Davis for Congress legitimately said this dude is this guy is running for Congress, and he made a comment that Trump is a pedophile.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, Mark, cool. Prove to me that he's a pedophile and I'll vote for you.
Yeah.
You think it'd be simple? It's not. He ain't said anything.
Huh.
Go figure.
It's funny. What happened?
Yeah, he is absolutely awful. TDS needs to be studied, yeah. So that dude has made posts. I almost shared one. He was going into stores, did you see this? And yelling Trump is a pedophile at people, random people in Tampa.
No, haven't seen that one, but I wouldn't put it past him.
Like, dude, you're
just like
running
this
for
other
Congress.
Democratic guy that's walking around with 8647 on everything he has.
Yes.
I know you've seen that dickhead.
Yeah. It's absolutely insane. And he lives in Tampa. Like, you really think there are some liberals in Tampa, but you really think the way to get elected is to go into a store and yell at people? Like,
that's what I told Mark. I said, do you have any sort of politics that you can talk about? Yeah. Or is your platform just going to be fuck Trump?
That's their platform.
Don't get me wrong, you're going to get votes, but it just seems like the easy button.
Yeah. Oh, we have a Rumble rant?
Where? Oh.
Rumble rant from Laughing Boys. Got to show support for my favorite podcast. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. And just so everybody else knows, there are Rumble rants and what do you call them? Super chats. That's the word. That is the word I'm looking for. And if you have not hit subscribe, please do so. But yeah, that dude is absolutely horrible. I don't think that anybody in Florida is going to vote for him. And I personally, like, close to the election, plan on just like putting, because I don't really need to even say anything. I can just show his videos. Like,
great, that's it.
Well, here was my thought on it. If you are in a society where people at street level have to deal with social media policies that have them being fired from their job, that feed their children over things that they say online, why don't we have a system in place to screen these people before they're allowed to go up for public office?
That would make sense.
Why do you have people like Jasmine Crockett that actually have seats That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Just because you gained, you shouldn't even be allowed to run for Congress unless you have a certain level of decorum. That is what the United States needs in its spotlight.
Yep, I agree.
Why are these ratchet ass people running for Congress?
It's like that woman, whatever, Shelby Campbell. Do you remember her from Detroit, Michigan?
Mm-hmm.
How are these people actually even allowed to run? Like, they should
because
have
you have
mental
a
assessments.
group full of hateful ass people that all vote for them. They just get together. The group full of losers.
Yeah. And they I think that there needs to be some sort of psychological exams, something, because they're just insane. Like, literally, like this woman, Olivia Juliana. I deny all accusations of veganism. We know, girl.
Yeah, you don't deny all accusations of diabetes. She's literally going to eat herself to death, and then we're going to feel sorry for her.
No, I don't. No.
We're going to feel sorry for this woman in a few years when she literally balloons into Violet Beauregard from freaking Willy Wonka and dies.
She kind of looks like her.
It's like Harry Potter.
Everybody stare at her annoying face. Oh my goodness.
Oh, these people. Why did I get
ridiculous.
I got the meat sweats from that picture.
You're dealing with a group full of ignored children.
Yeah.
Yeah. That didn't get
in a society that rewards ignored children. Oh, let's just put you in the spotlight because you haven't had attention to give you a seat in Congress. The hell are we doing?
And look at the ones like Olivia and Harry Sisson. They have all these people. There are a lot of bots, but they have a lot of followers.
Yeah.
Okay,
are
but
they going to be
Harry
the next?
Sisson talks about politics. I hate the kid, but he talks about politics.
Have you gone to his page lately? Every post is
Donald
Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump.
Oh, but it's
no, thank you.
Next
next level. He has
I heard Harry
snapped.
Sisson say the word Donald Trump on TikTok so many times.
I used to make those videos where it would just go Donald Trump.
So sick of Harry Sisson.
You could literally play 5 of his videos and clip how many times he says Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
The way he says Trump, he's like Trump.
Breaking news, Donald Trump. Dude.
Breaking news. I've never shaved in my life.
I can't grow a mustache.
And whatever happened with his girlfriend, that we saw the hand of, nothing ever came of that.
The dude that was fucking and dumped him.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Him and Lily Tino are
the guy that was railing him was like, "You're too much, dude.
Your TDS is next level." It's all I bet it's all he talks about.
No. I don't want you to call me Donald Trump. Guarantee it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm starting to imagine things. We got to change the subject.
So another thing that has happened this week is we've realized there's a lot of idiots in our country that believe women's rights are being taken away if they pass the SAVE Act. And just seeing men post about this, how are the liberal women not offended? Oh no, we lost him. You're back. Okay. How are they not offended that their liberal men seriously believe that women cannot figure out how to change their name to vote? That is gotta be and they're like, yes, we support your video. I'm like, girl, you're letting them call you an idiot. But let's play one.
Yes.
So I am so sick of this freaking narrative that we can't possibly just change our freaking name. What? And this person has clearly never bought a firearm in their entire life.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to wait 24 hours to go get your ID. You don't have to go through all sorts of background checks.
Well, you literally, that's what I was talking about. You literally have sitting senators and congressmen like Gavin Newsom, Pretty Boy Gabby, who's sitting back going,
Pretty Boy Gabby.
Man, I lost my social security card when I was 9 years old. Who the hell knows where that thing is? Wouldn't know how to get one if you tried. That's what I'm talking about. It's no sense of decorum. Look, here it is. Straight up. Took me 2 fucking seconds. My social security card's right there. Birth certificate, IDs, lockbox. There it is. Right there.
Did you see Bernie Sanders even was saying that he doesn't know where his birth certificate is?
I can't.
And then if you don't have a birth certificate, you can easily get one.
so
What?
easy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. All right.
I have been smoking weed since I was 13 years old. If my ass can make it to the Social Security office and sit in that line to get a card, anybody can. Just point out the obvious.
When I moved to Florida, I had to get all that stuff, and I was like, I should have freaking documented this, like, because it took me like maybe an hour and a half total to get everything done, and I'm like, they act like we're freaking idiots, and they know they're lying. Like Newscomb knows he's lying.
I was sitting right here watching him, and I look at my box, and I just go, "What? Mine's right there, and I'm a fucking idiot." Like,
and he also can't read though.
He can't
That's
read,
what
though.
he
yeah,
can't
well,
read.
you know, that's what happens when you're
Does
black.
have it.
God,
His
I'm like one of
word.
y'all, bro.
Like
God,
you.
what an idiot! I
can't
cannot
read.
stand him.
And then they were polling saying that he's ahead of Vance, and I'm like, there
Polls.
is no
Polls.
fucking way.
That's the magical Democratic word, polls.
Yes.
Polls.
They also said Kamala
According
was
to the
going to win.
latest poll,
Oh.
They
who
also
are
said,
you? Who are you voting? Who's
who
voting
are
in
you
these polls?
asking?
Yeah, no, Harry.
There's like, and it's the crazy part. They have to show you. If you look at the fine print on the bottom, it'll tell you like 236 people voted in like Philadelphia.
Yeah. They're asking people in LA, like,
But I digress. Like the people watching this, the public should know better. They're
Yeah.
lying to you, and you're believing it. They just know you're too stupid to look at that and be like, I should fact check that.
so my thing is, do you think that some of these Democrats that are posting about this, like the ones that don't have a lot of followers, do you think they actually believe it? Like, are they that stupid, or are they
Believe what?
that they can't get an ID that women are losing their rights? Because so many of them have
No.
been posting this. You don't think they
I
believe
think
it?
that the Democratic Party and you'll hear, so people need to pay attention to real Democrats, people like Bill Maher and people that have been around for a while, and they will tell you the Democratic Party has pushed so far left they have become radicalized.
Yeah.
And what you are dealing with is a society full of yes people who will follow what their brothers and sister say. Now that's the fact. We would do that too.
Yeah.
It is what it is, but you have to have that decorum. That's why we need real leaders in this country. Leading is not easy. And they always want to take the easy road so they can give everybody what they want. You can't do that.
No. Nobody's ever, and everybody is never going to be fully happy. And I think that's the other. Oh, we got a super chat. Let me read this real quick. Challenge anyone watching Harry Sisson needs to record themselves drinking every time Harry says DJT. By the way, you would be wasted.
Don't do that. You will die. Disclaimer: you will die.
Yeah, we don't condone that sort of behavior.
Poisoning ready to happen.
Yeah. Drink
But
water.
challenge accepted.
If you're gonna do that, drink water.
Drink lots of water. Drink and
You
have a snacky
would
poo.
die. You would die.
Oh
Nobody
yeah.
would survive that.
No.
Not even Joe Redden would survive that. Okay.
my god. It's true.
If you're watching OM, hi.
Yeah. What's up, Joe? We love you.
Oh,
I
that's
do.
hilarious. But yeah, I wondered if these people actually like buy into this bullshit. Because I'm like,
No,
you
they don't.
can't be
This
that
is-
stupid.
It's not. There's a radicalization of both parties. There's no medium ground anymore, and it's for that reason why the Democrats will not stand in Congress for anything.
Yeah.
There used to be a time when we would stand for similar things, and the president puts these things on the floor to see their reaction. It's not for
Oh,
anything
yeah.
else.
Yeah.
All politics. And
Well, it's ridiculous, the things that they will try to
how
fight
can
against.
you vote for a party that won't stand for children and victims and
The country and
I can't.
No.
I can't.
military.
I can't in good conscience support that. I don't think anybody should.
No.
About
It's
as
absolutely
un-American as they
disgusting.
get.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
But
and
I have to play
un-American.
devil's advocate, and on the other side, I have to say I want the freaking Epstein files.
Yeah.
I want them.
I
Sorry.
want people to go to prison.
I want arrest.
because the longer that we know about this stuff and it's been going on, the more victims that, you know what I mean? Like,
It's gonna stack up.
yeah.
It's been stacking up for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm it's a pipe dream at this point
Yeah.
to try to think that the victims in any of these cases are ever going to get any justice. Nobody
Or
gives a
that
shit
we're
about
or that we're even going to know the extent
Nobody
of it
cares.
because yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I think that's really what the bold statement here is. What I have noticed is that you're dealing with a society that wants you to believe that they care.
Yeah.
The fact is, they don't. Nobody gives a damn about anybody but themselves. And the more people that claim that they care, typically the more corrupt they are. It's going to take, and the reason, in my personal opinion, why that exists is because you have taken God out of this country.
Yep.
You take God out of this country, morality goes with it.
Yep.
That's where you're at. There is no morality left in this country. People have no sense of decency, and that's why.
Yeah, and it's astounding to me how many people say there isn't a God, because that is the devil's trick, to trick everybody into believing that there is no God.
Yeah.
When in reality, you have all these people that are actually worshiping the devil in our country that are the ones saying there's no God. You can't believe in the devil without believing in God.
The entire world is under the veil of Lucifer.
Yeah.
The entire world. It's everybody. It is everybody.
Yeah.
The same, and that's, I've been saying this since 1999. I have seen things with my own two eyes on the dark web. I know for a fact the people that live in your neighborhoods with you are demons.
Yeah.
The same people that write your tickets, that judge you in court, that pay your bills, these people are all demons. They all have secrets. They all have a dark side.
Yeah.
Your only chance to get through this world is to just focus on God, build your family, live like Charlie told you to live. Simple.
Amen to that. Yep. The greatest trick
That
the
is the
devil
only
ever
way you
pulled
get
is
out.
convincing the world he doesn't exist. Exactly.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, the things
That is
I've
the only
seen
way.
too, we've all seen, a lot of us at least, have seen the full extent of what these politicians and famous people have done, because we had access to these things before. And then, you know, we have these people that are newer to the game, I will say. They don't know all of that, and they don't understand why we're so angry. I feel like a lot of times we have seen it. We have seen it with our own eyes. We knew for years what was going on, and then, you know, nothing happened when we finally had a little bit of hope that something would happen. And I don't blame Trump for what's going on. I don't want anybody to get it twisted. But I do think that our system is so broken that it is designed to protect these sort of people. And it's really hard to take that apart, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that people like Trump and specifically Dan Bongino understand that.
Yeah.
They get into a position where they're enlightened to the fact, like, hey, even in this position, you have no chance.
Yeah.
So what do? Do you just turn your back and walk away, or do you just try to help? That's what Trump's doing.
I think personally, for us fighting in our local areas, like I'm going to be doing some marches for child trafficking. If everybody is fully aware, in my mind, I feel like if I educate people on the risks and tell them, you know, this is what we look out for, we raise money to help get kids out of the situation and find them help rather than just tossing them back into society. Like, to me, I feel like that's how
we need to open those asylums back up.
We do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was, in my opinion, a very ridiculous move.
It was all okay. So I lived in San Francisco in the early 2000s. Every single person on the street that was violent had just been released onto the street when they released everybody. So they'd been there for years. And anytime you would hear, like, one of my friends was a model, beautiful girl, had a guy skip up to her and hit her over the head with a bottle, like a glass bottle, completely damaged her face. Nothing was done. The man, because they're like, what are we going to do? Put him in? What do you mean? We have nowhere to take him, and he's insane.
Correct.
Like, it's
and just
so
think about that.
Up.
Like, I mean, this world is almost so unpalatable that you cannot fathom just a single thing, much less all of it. Think about that. There was a time when we literally had crazies locked up in every single state, and then one day, doors just open.
Let them out.
And then they
Good
reproduced.
Luck. Then they made more.
Yeah. Then they made more.
And then they all made liberals. And now here we are in 2026 with a bunch of freaking he-she's that want to murder everybody, and they're all crazy as shit.
Wearing muzzles and shit.
Dressing like cats.
You know,
peeing in the litter box.
I was done with the Furbies, with the whole fur. I was done with that. Right there, I was like, absolutely not. I will stay home just so I will not commit a hate crime. I'm not doing this. I will not. I can do the whole you want to be a girl thing. That's fine. I'll call you whatever the hell. But I will not placate into the illusion or delusion that you're a horse or whatever the hell.
No.
A cat.
You know, like, I mean, in the 2000s, we had the bronies, you know, the dudes watching My Little Pony. That's cool. Be about it. I love it. It's all good. Yeah. I'm not putting a head on. That's stupid. What are you doing? And you go out in public like that? You're going to show up to vote like that?
Cali is a shithole. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It used to be, I mean, it's such a beautiful state. Like, without talking about any of the politics, it is a beautiful place. I loved living in San Francisco because it was gorgeous. And it breaks my heart what has happened, because all the people like that are dressing like animals, convinced they're a cat, want to change their gender.
I mean, look at your Full House. Beautiful city.
Beautiful.
Now it's just full of doo-doo everywhere.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, what? Come on. Imagine if you lived there and you spent, my God, what did they pay for those houses?
A lot.
An ungodly amount. And you got to walk outside of your house and there's poo on the ground?
Yeah. Hell, they don't have enough parking spaces, so they pay money for their parking spaces. A lot of money.
Insane.
And then they got like homeless people like camped out on the sidewalk next to their parking spot. Like, every single car will get broken into if you keep anything inside of it, because they don't prosecute anything. Like, it's become a third world country.
Correct. I got a guy that I work with that grew up in Staten Island, New York. He tells me stories all the time about people in New York would legitimately just make their cars look like shit, leave the windows open, because people would assume you didn't have anything.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't rob you.
Yeah, a lot of
he
people
told
in
me
San Francisco
he would
do that.
specifically drive a car with a busted out back window that looked like it had been robbed so that nobody would take his stuff.
That is not normal.
This was in like the 90s.
Yeah, this is not normal.
Nothing but worse. Now you've got all of New York being taken over by the... Never mind.
Yes, we do. We're going to play that real quick because we're running out of time. But I wanted to play a video showing exactly what is happening to our nation. And then we will talk about your links so everybody can go follow you. A mall in Virginia. Okay. That seems to be a trend in our country. Seeing videos from NYC, we got Mamdani bringing the prayer to the mayor's mansion. We've got Dearborn, Michigan, completely overrun. We've got the call to prayer being played in multiple cities. Like, we are not, no, they are not taking over our country. That's how I feel about that.
Well, they are.
But they can't.
We can't.
Yeah, they are.
They
They
are.
are. They are.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening.
I mean, I'm just pointing out the obvious here. They are
completely messed up.
And turning a blind eye to it does not make it not happening.
Yeah, and we, you know, if you call it out or try to speak out on it, then you're being insensitive and blah, blah, blah. You're a bigot and blah. I'm just like, no, because this is not compatible with our country. Like, not at all. I don't care how that makes me look, but you are not going to bring
this is a Christian-founded nation.
Yes.
Period.
That's
First Amendment is
Period.
freedom of religion. It is, but when you have people that are treating their women, they're allowed to beat them. They're women are not allowed to speak out at all. They're allowed to marry, like in our country, you're not legally allowed to marry young. But how often is that these situations being set up in these communities that find that they are perfectly legal? It's totally fine in their own country. You think they're not coming over here and doing the same thing?
And I really think that's a valid point, though, because it is a valid point. We do tell people that you have the freedom of religion. We cannot help the fact, and the founding fathers could not help the fact, and the people that went through the damn crusades could not help the fact that these people choose to go to every single part of the world, take it over, and destroy it.
Yeah.
Yep.
We can't help that. That is not compatible to Western culture. So be you. Just be you over there.
Yeah.
And we were talking earlier, every country that radical Islam has taken over has turned into a steaming pile of shit. Yeah. So how about you keep that over there?
This is not a snarky statement. This is a factual statement. Take 2 seconds and go look on your computer and show me one Muslim Islam nation that's doing great.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
Don't worry.
You can't find one. You can't find one because it doesn't exist.
But no, let's let them do whatever they want here.
No.
No.
I think that New York City is like a social experiment at this point, and they're really going to see how far it will be pushed. And Correct. I hate to be right. I really do, because there is a lot of good people that are patriots in New York City. But I think the other ones that voted the other way, we're going to see if they realize or if they double down after he destroys the city, because I see it coming.
I mean, they regretted their vote on day one.
Yeah.
Day one. Where's your free food banks? Where's your free government transportation?
Where's the transportation?
More money per capita than before he was elected.
Yep.
These are facts.
Exactly. All right. Well, I want you to give all of your information so people know where to follow you.
Where can they find you?
Do you know your links off?
So I'm on. Okay. So I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. That's really my main three. I mean, I've got I don't really do anything on YouTube, but really my main is just on Facebook. And then I just post the content from Facebook to TikTok. I really don't think I'm going to be doing anything more with TikTok for right now. Yeah. TikTok is just a backup video bank until they change their policies, until something happens with TikTok. I don't want to support TikTok. Instagram. I'm also on X. So let's see. Facebook is just Chris Burgess, Captain Obvious. That should be relatively easy to find. On X, I am, let's see here. So it's at Chef Oxy, but it's CHEF and it's a 0. So CHEF 0XY. Not really much going on X. And then Instagram, it's Captain Obvious, but the I is a period.
Yeah.
So it's
awesome.
CAPTAINOBV.OUS.
Yeah, so everybody,
and,
if
TikTok
you like,
is at Obvious News.
Obvious News. So if everybody liked what you heard, because he is, it's like common sense. So make sure you give him a follow, and we'll be back next week with just me and Meg. I'm not sure who we're having yet, because Meg's.
Everybody, did you guys have Amber on?
Not yet. We're supposed to.
Everybody's saying Petty. That's
Petty
what your
Crocker.
Audience is saying.
We're planning on
another official Patriot.
Seems like a trend. Like I hang out with all the.
And
you
I
guys,
call it the adults in the room.
Yeah, and then everybody.
In the room.
We will be at the official Patriot Gear Store. All of us will be there for a meet and greet, April 23rd. Do you know what time it is?
April 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. I think it's all day long, honestly, because we got James Fishback's going to be coming in. We're going to be doing interviews with all kinds of political people, content creators, and influencers are going to be coming from everywhere. Everybody needs to come out. If you're in the Cape Coral area, come to official Patriot Gear Store, Conservative Ant Store. We're all going to be there.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. Great. There's going to be so many of us. It's going to be like, it'll just blow your mind. You guys can meet everybody that you listen to on the internet. Anybody in Florida, not even Cape Coral, come down, come hang out. It's going to be great. But I appreciate you coming to hang out with us tonight. We have hit our mark. And everybody in the comments, thank you so much for always joining us and supporting us. We truly love you.
Love you.
And I'm going to try to do this, but my screen is so jacked right now. We're going to try. We're going to move things around. Thanks for being patient, guys.
Love you, Cap.
Thank you, ladies. You guys have a good night.
Love you too. Thank y'all.
Bye. I want them to freaking prove it or shut the fork up. Don't worry, loony lefties. I'll wait.
Someone needs to get Grandma a snack and turn off the MSNBC.